Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way, and I'm Deb, and you're in my kitchen. I am going to be making some 3-ingredient cookies today. They're 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies, and they've become kind of a favorite around here, so haven't made them for a while, quite a long while, and I decided just today that today was the day to make them again. So let me pull you around here and I'm going to get things started, okay? So I have the ingredients here that are going to go into the cookies. There are 3 ingredients, okay? Well, okay, there are 4 if you want to add a topping. You don't have to add the topping, we do. And I'm going to add some Nestle's Toll House milk chocolate chips to the top of the cookies. You don't have to do that though. Otherwise, it's a 3-ingredient cookie. We're going to use peanut butter, sugar, and 1 egg. And it's 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of the white sugar, and the 1 egg that I'm going to beat up here, okay? And get that going in the mix here. And I just pull out my, let me get rid of these things here. I just pull out my trusty Tupperware type, my plasticware I should say. I don't have that much Tupperware anymore, but I pull out this kind of a bowl to mix things in. I find it works just as well when I'm doing it by hand. Now the peanut butter. And the peanut butter is globby. I'm going to use a spoon that I use to measure it with. Get it all out of the bowl. These are the easiest and most delicious peanut butter cookies I have ever made. Okay, get that soaking. Well, I did put some extra peanut butter in the mix because I kind of make allowances for this happening where I can't get things off the spoon. I get as much as I can though, because that definitely adds to the taste. That's good. All right, 1 cup of sugar. Pour that in, and we're just gonna mix. Mix it all together. It's a very crystallized peanut butter. That's how the batter turns out looking. I'm going to switch to a spoon here. And it's looking pretty well mixed right now. So I'm going to put a baking sheet. I have gotten used to the idea of using a baking sheet on my baking pans. So let me get that going here. It just makes for easy cleanup, and I'm all for that. Okay. Gonna get some extra sugar here on ooh, that's more than enough, I'm sure. But some sugar on a baking sheet, because what we're gonna do is roll this dough into a ball and roll it in the sugar. I think I want a bigger ball than that. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, and just roll it in the sugar here. Can you see that? Yeah. Get it nice and covered and put it on the baking sheet. That's a good one. It doesn't have to be a perfect ball. It doesn't have to be perfectly sugared either. You just do the best you can and put it on the cookie sheet. It is all good, all edible. A little bit bigger. What I like is that it's just so easy to make. You know, a few ingredients, a little bit of baking time, and you've got some delicious peanut butter cookies. I don't think I'm even going to get a dozen because I make pretty good sized cookies. Okay, so let me finish this up and I'll bring it back when I'm ready to flatten down the cookies and put some chocolate bits on. That's a little big. There we go. Wow, I thought I'd have too much sugar, but I'm going to have to put some more on here, I think. We'll see. I did get a dozen cookies, big cookies, so I'm going to flatten them out a little bit. And you know, you just use a fork on the top of them to make that little pattern and crisscross it. There we go, looking good. They don't really spread that much. And then you just put on your chocolate chip topping, or not. Yes, we do prefer it. Sometimes I'll use a Hershey's bar, you know, and break off the squares and maybe put 1 or 2 squares per cookie. But I just happen to, hang on a minute. I just use the milk chocolate Toll House. Otherwise, when I make chocolate chip cookies, which is not that often, or the Christmas cookies that I make, the Avalanche, I use the semi-sweet Nestle's chocolate bits. But I just happened to get some milk chocolate the other day and decided to do this. And they will, I kind of poke them into the batter. They will melt on there a little bit. But you do want to go ahead and press them down in. And I don't spread them on the top either once they come out and they're still warm. I just let them cool off the way that they are. They're just as good. And that's all I do is pat them down. They don't have to be, you know, pushed right down into the batter. Just pat them down in a little bit. And that's good. I'm getting chocolate underneath my fingernails. And no, I do not suck on my fingers. I'll be washing my hands when I'm done here. Well, we got the oven all preheated, ready to go for this. This will bake for, about 9 minutes. I'll check it after 7 and see how well done they are. But about 9 minutes at 350. And I guess you could really try this in the air fryer, but I haven't done that yet. I've just always baked them in the oven. I think those are patted in pretty good. Let's see here. Okay. Oh. All right, I think that's a pretty good job. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the oven, and I'll bring it back when I take them out. Well, here they are, right out of the oven. It took about 9 minutes. But I kept checking on them after 7 minutes, and then I checked after 8, and because I didn't want them to burn. They will burn real easily for some reason, but they didn't spread too much, as you can see, just a little bit. But they look delicious. When they cool off just a little bit here, I'm going to put them on this cooling rack that I put some parchment paper on. I just really like using parchment paper anymore for anything, even in the air fryer. It is the best stuff to use for baking, for air frying, and for putting on the cooling rack to set the cookies on, to let them completely cool off. Okay, let me see here. Oh yeah, look at that. Not bad. And you don't have to make them this big. Oops, I lost part of it. No problem. That will become my cookie, and I will eat it just as it is. No problem. But like I was saying, you don't have to make them as big as this. We just like to have the bigger cookie. So, yeah, I'm gonna let them totally cool off on the cooling rack here, and this is my 3-ingredient peanut butter cookie. 4-ingredient if you want to count the chocolate chips, which you can put on or you can leave off. Totally up to you. That little piece was very, very good. And they're very sweet, okay? But anyway, that's it for this time. Hope you're all having a good one out there. You take care, and I'll be talking to you again real soon. But it's bye for this time.